Atomic Heart, the controversial Soviet Bioshock that... Wait a sec, I'm doing this all wrong. Atomic Heart, the Soviet Bioshock as it's called, has received a lot of backlash from the gaming community, mainly because when you turn on the game you see this. That's right, Denuvo. Every gamer's worst nightmare. And while the devs are aware that it's going to come with a performance penalty, instead of trying to optimize the game more, they just told users to use DLSS or FSR. So yeah, nice one guys. But how hard is it to actually run Atomic Heart? Well, let's find out. Now this is actually a very good sign. It auto-detected the hardware and set everything to max right off the bat, and this is at 4K, so this better look good. So we'll see exactly how well my standard issue PC with a Ryzen 7950X and a GTX 10 Ti will do. Look at this, look at those like rays over there and all these people, like they actually look pretty good. Like Soviet Jurgen Klopp here looks pretty decent, and like, man, look at these guys, and the performance itself is also much better than I anticipated. Keep in mind, we are at 4K on a 10 Ti, and 30 FPS is actually pretty fantastic, especially because it still feels smooth. 30 FPS is like the minimum for that kind of smooth feeling. This is more than playable, and it's also like fairly stable. I mean, look at the like minimums, like 20. Okay, there was a bit of a dip there to 24, but like overall, there's no like noticeable dips. I mean, just look how good all the people are. Ah! What on earth are you? Oh, okay, that's like a robot thing, I think. That actually freaked me out. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things in, like, you know, surreal games or games with surreal elements. You don't always know if it's supposed to be janky or if it's just a bug. I'll tell you what definitely is a bug, though. It has some issue loading in things far away, because look at that thing floating in the sky. That looks pretty normal, yeah? That's how they're supposed to look like. And then you look over here, where is it? There, and yeah, by comparison, that one has about as many polygons as Lara Croft's left boob. In the original Tomb Raider, that is. I mean, even at a distance, look how much detail is in, like, the faces of this guy over here. What are they No way, what? Are they watching New Pagadi? That's, like, the cartoon of my childhood right there. Like, am I supposed to be, like, making a video right now or something? I'm kind of too busy watching New Pagadi on a screen. But enough childhood nostalgia for now, let's mess around with some settings. Now, as you might be aware, ray tracing isn't actually supported in the game right now, even though this game is one of those poster childs for ray tracing. But there are some other options we should probably take into account. Now, DLSS is an option, including the brand new DLSS 3 frame generation. Now, unfortunately, I am not using an RTX 40 series graphics card, because those things are kind of difficult to get right now. But we can try out FSR, which is an option here. So let's set it to quality and see exactly if 1, we notice a difference, and 2, if it's actually going to impact our performance. And honestly, this already feels much smoother. Oh wow, look at that. Just like that, we went up to 54 FPS. However, you can kind of tell the difference. I mean, can you? Okay, just side by side right here. Let's see if you guys can tell. Now, unless you're super picky, it really isn't noticeable. But let's see exactly what will happen if we go all the way to ultra performance. See what kind of hit we'll take then. And oh boy, that looks terrible. And there's some like super weird like dithering effect happening in this guy's hair. Can you see that? Now, what if you're more sensible and you're playing at a more sensible resolution, such as 1440p? Now, naturally it doesn't look as good, but we have gained quite a few FPS, up to like 46, 47. Though to be fair, I honestly expected a bit more performance at 1440p. So if you were worried that, you know, Denuvo is going to take away a lot of your performance, granted, it still probably is, but it's still more than playable, especially if you have a good GPU. But can we all appreciate the irony of, you know, so much anti-piracy talk going on in this, you know, Soviet-themed game? Just wait until this game gets cracked, then it will truly be our Atomic Heart. So that was an interesting look into the game, and if you want to still get it yourself, then make sure to use our Amazon links down in the video description below. And while you're still here, maybe check out our Patreon, because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way. I'd also like to thank my existing patrons: Gavin Burns, Ryan, Oki B, Justin Rage, Ella Roniak, John, Bartosz Welker, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lance B, Jesse Herbman, and Shannon Ogden. Down is going to find our merch store. We can pick up awesome items like this sweatshirt, and then there's also our Discord server and our social media links as well. But anyway, that's what it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Das Vidania, everyone. Das Vidania.